Hi everyone, welcome to MXPGolf.se. My name is Max Person and this is deWiz. Today we're going to take a closer look at deWiz, give you an introduction to what it is, and see how this helps you improve your game faster. We're going to start out by seeing what's in the box when you purchase your deWiz unit. As you can probably already tell, I just love the improve your game slogan on the box and the packaging. We got the deWiz logo right here. We got a picture of the device. We slide the packaging off. We got the deWiz logo on the box also. And in here, we got all the goodies right now. So what we've been looking for is, of course, the deWiz unit. Reminds me a lot of a GPS watch, but it's got so much more power to the package than you might think. So we got the device right here on top. We got the wristbands going around your wrists. And the device helps you learn your numbers, to know your numbers. That's going to be key for improving your game. But if we look on the other side, we got these two metal plates right here, and it's going to administer the biofeedback to help you improve your game that much faster. It's a combination of the numbers from deWiz with the biofeedback that's going to take this to a whole nother level and not even close to anything you've experienced before. But it's not only the device you get in the box, you get the charging cable. You gotta have one of those. You put that in your USB outlet. And you got a quick start guide, and regulatory information, and of course, safety instructions. That's all well and good, but you know what? Let's head out on the course and try this out, and let me show you how I use it to improve my game and that of other players as well. All right, full disclosure, I've been using the deWiz device for about 3 months right now, and I've been using it both for myself and for the players I've been coaching on and off for the last couple of months. And I gotta say, I love the product. Being a Swede and being endorsed by players like Annika and Stenson, of course that warms my heart a little bit extra, but to be honest, deWiz is awesome. So we got all we need right here. Let's start setting it up, getting going, and see what it's all about. All you need to get started with deWiz is, of course, the device itself and the app on your phone. So once you're ready to get started, you click once on deWiz for it to start, and you'll see directly on your phone that it's connected to your phone straight away. Now, you need to calibrate the device, which isn't as hard as it might sound. All you need to do is put it on a flat surface for just a few seconds, and it's gonna calibrate your device and make it ready to go. And once that is done, you can see in the upper left hand corner that it's connected and ready. You can see the battery life of the unit, and now you're all ready to get started. And as you can see, you have 4 different options on the home screen, and we're actually going to use the top one right away, get started with deWiz and see what it's all about. All right, deWiz is hooked up. I got the phone in my hand, I'm ready to go. We click get started, so we start the introduction system for you to get, well, acquainted with the system and learn to know more about how to use deWiz. Of course, the first order of business is to put on the unit, and you want it to be snug to your wrist to make sure that you feel the feedback with the biofeedback from deWiz. I'm gonna make sure that it's snug to my wrist, just like so. And the next step brings us something important. Here it tells you about needing a second to be ready, so all you need to do is set up, wait for the ready signal from your phone, and then swing. If you're too fast before you swing, you might not capture all the data. So actually waiting that extra second before each swing, waiting for the ready signal, is very important to get the best information you can from your deWiz. And of course, now we got it on, we know about the calibration. Let's hit a shot and see where it tells us. So I got my 9-iron right here. I'm gonna set up, wait for the ready signal. There, have the signal that the swing has been captured. And let's take a closer look at the data. So this right here is the data that deWiz gives us. We can see all the data points. We have the transition, length of backswing, tempo, max hand speed, and so much more. Of course, we can go back and take another swing just to do the same thing over again. But you know what? I'm gonna go forward. Here we can have an introduction to the different options in the deWiz app, and we're going to do exactly that right now. So if we look at the home screen, we have Get Started. We've already been through that one. We have Discovery, we got Practice and Learn, and Challenge. So the challenges is a way for deWiz to help us practice with more of an intention. We can compete against ourselves, trying to beat our own high score, or we can compete against other deWiz users out there. And right now, you can be a part of the deWiz Distwed Challenge. I know I'm gonna be in the future when I practice a little bit more with it. But besides that, we also have the discovery mode and the practice and learn mode. In the discovery mode is where you're going to get to know your numbers, because getting to know your numbers is what's really going to help us improve our golf game really fast, and this is where deWiz is so powerful. Because here I can swing any club, any shot pretty much, and get the data points that I know and get to know my swing. And as I usually get the question, I want to bring it up here as well. Max, what is the perfect numbers? What should I strive for in the discovery mode? And to be honest, that's the beauty of deWiz, right? There is no perfect number. The number is very personal. I'm gonna have a certain number that I'm looking for, you're gonna have one, and all other golfers should have theirs as well. Now we can see some similarities, and we can see that there are different values here we're looking for in the numbers, but to be honest, it's up to you and your swing what kind of numbers you are looking for, and that's also one of the beauties of deWiz. So this is where you get to know your numbers, and they're gonna help you improve your game faster. And the next mode is what really made me fall in love with deWiz on first sight. The first time I used practice and learn with one of my players, that was it. I was completely sold on the deWiz unit. Here you can practice 4 different modes. We got transition, you know, when you go from your backswing to your downswing, big part. Some of you might recognize that over the top move that a lot of golfers struggle with. Powerful stuff right here. We got the tempo, big thing for a lot of players out there. My length of backswing, the length of my backswing, how far the deWiz travels in the backswing, and our disc wedges. Dialing in those disc wedges or distance wedges is really going to help you improve your game, I can tell you that much. And of course, in the practice and learn mode, that's also where we have the learning stimuli that's going to help us improve that much faster, and is really the key to deWiz success with players. But you know what? Enough talk. Let me actually use it, show you how I use it to help you better understand how you can use deWiz to help you improve your game. So what I've done right here is head into discovery mode. I'm going to use my 9-iron like I just did, and I'm going to hit a few shots to get some data points for my golf swing. So let's say I hit 4 shots right here with my 9-iron.
Length of backswing 121 centimeters.
So getting a lot of different data points right here, but what I wanted to focus on today was the length of backswing number. That's how far back I swing my deWiz unit into my backswing before I turn down into the downswing. And something I need to work on, because I tend to be a little bit quick. When I get a bit quick, I get short, and I start hooking the ball quite a bit. So let's hit a few more.
125.
125. So usually I'm around 122 to 124 with my 9-iron. That's kind of standard for me. And I tend to get a bit short of 120 when I'm quick and powerful. I try to force it. Not the best hit.
127.
So 127. Probably average around 124. You know what? Let's hit one more good one. Better.
124.
124, pretty much right on the money right there. So if we focus on those 5 shots and the length of backswing number, it's probably around 124, 125 average. Yes, I tend to be with my 9-iron. So that's what I can do in discovery mode. I can find out what my average is with different clubs. Once again, know your numbers. Use those numbers to help you improve faster, and that's the beauty of deWiz. Of course, I can also see my transition, my tempo, my max hand speed, my backswing width, my backswing plane, and other data points that is very interesting, and depending on who you are, different values, different numbers is what you're gonna wanna work with, or maybe different clubs means different numbers you wanna work with. So what we're gonna do right now is head into practice and learn. I'm gonna work on my backswing to make sure that it doesn't get too short. I'm gonna try to increase the length of my backswing to hit better shots. And while doing that, I'm also gonna show you how the learning stimuli helps us perform better. So I'm not gonna practice the transition. Not going to practice my tempo. I'm going to go into practice your length of backswing right here. So right above, you can see I have a few different options. Number 1, I'm going to choose the right club I'm using. Number 2, I have my practice goals, and this is where I can decide what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm striving for in my golf swing. And I'm actually going to turn off the maximum distance. I'm going to set my minimum distance to 130 centimeters right here. That's about 5 centimeters more than I was right now, where I tend to be with my 9-iron, so I want to increase my length of backswing right here. And this is where the beauty comes in, the stimuli, the learning stimuli that makes deWiz so much more powerful. So the deWiz The learning stimuli is pretty much a shock or a vibration I get from the unit when I don't achieve the goals I've set for myself. So to find the correct learning stimuli level, we're heading into settings. We're choosing learning stimuli level, and we're going to set level manually. So what I like to do right here is test players from level 1 up to eventually reaching the point where they should be, just to make sure that we find the perfect spot right there. So I'm going to click test level. I'll press, see if I feel something. Barely anything. So I'm going to go to number 2 and test this level. Felt a little bit. Number 3. Felt it a little bit more. That should probably be it if it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to swing a golf club, because when I have my swing thoughts going, I'm focused on hitting that golf ball. It's not going to feel as much as when I'm here in actually waiting for the hit to happen. So I'm going to go to level 4. I'm going to test this level, and that's a little bit too much right here, but I know it's going to be perfect when I'm swinging a golf club. So there we go. We got the learning stimuli set up. We got the club right. We got the practice goals right. Let's hit a few shots. So I start the practice session. I get into it, and right now I set up. I try to hit a shot, and if I don't reach 130 centimeters in my backswing, I'm gonna feel it. So my goal simply here is just to make sure that I make a big enough turn to reach the top of my backswing before I turn back down, and that's all there is. But I got 5 centimeters longer than usual. That's gonna mean that I need to work quite hard to get there. Set up, wait for the ready signal. Good swing.
Length of backswing 135 centimeters.
135, I beat it by 5 centimeters, that's quite good. So right here, I get all the feedback I need, and I get it in real time. I get it even within 1/10 of a second. I can feel whether I did the right thing or not, or rather I can feel if I didn't really do what I wanted to do. That means that I'm actually gonna feel the buzz from the whiz before I even hit the golf ball down there. Before I reach the ball, I'm gonna get the feedback if I did a big enough turn or not, and I gotta tell you, that is powerful.
119.
No. So I feel that right before I hit down and hit the ball, and that, I mean, you can't find that any other way. If I have a student in front of me, I'm trying to get them to swing it farther, the best thing I can do is either tell them after they've hit the shot, or I can record them in video and show them afterwards, but it's not gonna be as easy to actually feel what I'm doing, get that feedback instantly, and I'm not gonna improve as fast as I can do with the deWiz and the feedback that it's given me. No.
Length of backswing 126 centimeters.
A bit short, almost felt good, but I had that a little hit before I came down to the ball, and that's important, right? So that's why we're here. Let's hit 2 more.
137.
No.
119.
All right, that's well short of it. So the numbers from deWiz, and knowing your numbers is really powerful. However, combining the numbers from deWiz with the biofeedback from deWiz, that's where really all the power is at, and that is what's gonna help you improve your game so much faster. In a few coming videos, I'm gonna dive deeper into the different modes of deWiz and help you understand how you can use it to improve your game, no matter what part of the game we're talking about, and no matter what level of golfer you are at. So let me know what you think about deWiz, if you wanna try it in the future, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.